Of years, deep in the heart of East Africa, this small group has lived in a way that's almost untouched by modern influences. Can you imagine? No permanent homes, no farming, no written language, just pure survival, relying entirely on the land. With fewer than 1,500 people, the Hadzabe have managed to preserve their ancient traditions in the rugged landscapes of northern Tanzania. How have they done it? What can we learn from their way of life? Stick around as we explore the fascinating history and culture of the Hadzabe tribe. If you love learning about indigenous cultures, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more stories like this. Let's get started. The Hadzabe people, one of the last remaining hunter-gatherer societies in the world, reside in the arid and remote regions surrounding Lake Eyasi in Tanzania's Great Rift Valley. This area, characterized by its rugged terrain, acacia woodlands, and seasonal water sources, has been their ancestral homeland for tens of thousands of years. Genetic studies have revealed that the Hadzabe are one of the oldest human lineages on Earth, with roots tracing back over 50,000 years. This makes them a living link to our ancient past, offering invaluable insights into the ways of life practiced by early humans. The Hadzabe's isolation has allowed them to maintain their traditional lifestyle largely unchanged for millennia. Unlike many other indigenous groups, they have never been fully assimilated into modern society. Their resilience and commitment to their ancestral ways have made them a unique cultural treasure, not just for Tanzania, but for humanity as a whole. Their existence challenges the narrative of progress and development, reminding us that there are multiple ways to live a fulfilling and sustainable life. One of the most fascinating aspects of the Hadzabe is their language, Hadza. It is a linguistic isolate, meaning it has no known connection to any other language in the world. Hadza is characterized by its use of click consonants, similar to the languages spoken by the San people of southern Africa. However, despite this similarity, there is no proven linguistic or genetic link between the Hadzabe and the San. This suggests that the Hadzabe developed their language independently, a testament to their long-standing isolation and cultural uniqueness. The clicks, produced by various tongue and mouth movements, add a layer of complexity to their communication, making Hadza one of the most distinctive languages on the planet. The Hadzabe's survival is deeply intertwined with their environment. As hunter-gatherers, they rely entirely on the natural resources around them for food, shelter, and medicine. The men are skilled hunters, crafting their own bows and arrows from locally sourced materials. The arrows are often tipped with poison derived from the desert rose plant, which can incapacitate or kill prey within hours. Their hunting prowess is remarkable. They can track animals like antelope, baboons, and birds over long distances, using their intimate knowledge of the land and animal behavior. Women play an equally vital role in the community. They are expert gatherers, collecting a variety of wild plants, tubers, berries, and fruits. These gathered foods provide essential nutrients and are a crucial part of the Hadzabe diet. Unlike agricultural societies, the Hadzabe do not store food for long periods. Instead, they live a day-to-day existence, moving to new areas when local resources become scarce. This nomadic lifestyle ensures that they do not overexploit any single area, allowing the land to regenerate naturally. One of the most extraordinary aspects of the Hadzabe's relationship with nature is their partnership with honey-guide birds. These birds lead the Hadzabe to beehives hidden in trees or rock crevices. Once the Hadzabe harvests the honey, they leave a portion for the birds as a reward. This mutualistic relationship is a rare example of cooperation between humans and wildlife, highlighting the Hadzabe's deep understanding of their ecosystem. The Hadzabe's social structure is egalitarian and non-hierarchical. They do not have formal leaders or chiefs. Instead, decisions are made collectively, with everyone in the community having a voice. This democratic approach fosters a strong sense of unity and cooperation, which is essential for their survival in such a challenging environment. Families are small, and the community is tightly knit. Men and women have distinct roles, but both are equally valued. Hunting is typically a group activity, and when an animal is killed, the meat is shared among all members of the community. This practice ensures that no one goes hungry and reinforces the bonds of mutual support. Women, in addition to gathering food, often work together to care for children and maintain the temporary grass huts that serve as their homes. These huts are simple structures, designed to be easily dismantled and rebuilt as the community moves to new areas. The Hadzabe's nomadic lifestyle is a key factor in their ability to adapt to environmental changes. By moving frequently, they avoid overusing resources and minimize their impact on the land. This approach reflects a deep ecological wisdom that has allowed them to thrive in the harsh conditions of the Rift Valley for thousands of years. For much of their history, the Hadzabe remained relatively untouched by external influences. European explorers and colonial powers largely ignored their remote territory, allowing them to continue their traditional way of life undisturbed. However, the 20th century brought significant changes. In the 1960s and 1970s, the Tanzanian government implemented policies aimed at settling the Hadzabe into permanent villages. These policies were part of a broader effort to modernize the country and integrate indigenous groups into the national economy. The government encouraged the Hadzabe to take up farming and livestock herding, but these efforts were met with resistance. The Hadzabe, deeply connected to their hunter-gatherer lifestyle, found it difficult to adapt to sedentary agriculture. Many rejected these changes, choosing instead to return to their traditional ways. This resistance underscores the strength of their cultural identity and their commitment to preserving their ancestral practices. In recent decades, the Hadzabe have faced new challenges. Their land is increasingly encroached upon by agricultural expansion, tourism, and conservation efforts. While conservation policies aim to protect wildlife, they often restrict Hadzabe's hunting rights, even though their practices are sustainable and have minimal impact on the environment. This has created tension between the Hadzabe and conservation authorities, as well as with neighboring farming and pastoralist communities. Despite these pressures, the Hadzabe continue to hold on to their traditions. Many still live as their ancestors did, hunting, gathering, and moving with the seasons. Their resilience is a testament to the strength of their cultural identity and their deep connection to the land. However, the challenges they face are significant and their future is uncertain. Efforts to support the Hadzabe are underway, both locally and internationally. Advocacy groups and activists are working to secure land rights for the Hadzabe, recognizing their historical claim to the Lake Ayasi region. These efforts aim to protect their territory from further encroachment and ensure that they can continue their traditional practices without interference. Sustainable tourism initiatives are also being promoted as a way to support the Hadzabe while preserving their culture. By engaging with tourists on their own terms, the Hadzabe can share their knowledge and traditions while maintaining control over their interactions with the outside world. These initiatives also provide a source of income that can help the community access essential services like healthcare and education. The Hadzabe people are like a living time capsule, showing us a way of life that's been around for tens of thousands of years. Their deep connection to nature, strong community bonds, and ability to thrive in a tough environment make them one of the most fascinating cultures in the world. However, modernization, land disputes, and legal restrictions are real threats to their survival. So here's the big question. Should indigenous tribes like the Hadzabe be left to preserve their way of life? Or should they be encouraged to integrate into modern society? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating stories about ancient cultures and human history. See you in the next video.